Okay, you guys, time for another workout. Hopefully everything has been going okay. I do want feedback. If there's a type of workout or exercises that I'm not covering, please give me feedback on that. I don't mind changing things up or even doing a specific workout to meet one of you guys' needs. So feedback is always good. My workouts have changed. I may have even mentioned it last time. I'm trying to put on size right now, so my repetition range is going to be different than what I'm telling you in the video because I'm lifting much heavier. Most of the time when I shoot these two, I'm going to be doing it on an upper body day, so I will do leg exercises in the video for y'all's purpose, but it'll usually be body weight. Adding weight to it will be up to you how much you want to add, and that's just because of our different needs and goals. But like I said, everything else is the same. We're still doing full body functional workouts. And let's get started. So the first circuit is going to be a cable decline press. Then we're going to come over here to a lat pull down for your back. And then we're going to do something called surrenders, which is essentially just lunges, but they're very deep lunges because you're going all the way to the floor. So decline press, very similar to regular chest press, you're just aiming down a little bit. Changing the angle of exercises is always good because you incorporate different muscle fibers, so you're not always doing the same thing. It puts a challenge on the muscle, challenge on your joints. You just want to make sure to keep good form. For you guys, remember, if just general fitness, 12 to 15 reps, I won't be doing that. But you guys 12 to 15. So, decline press. Lat pull down. Just really get those lats engaged. Full range of motion, but I don't want those shoulder blades coming apart and coming up like that. It disengages. Keep them engaged the entire time, even if you do have to limit the motion a tad bit. Notice I'm also upright. You guys will probably see this in the gym at some point, so I want to discuss it. It's not necessarily wrong if you see somebody leaning back and doing this, but that's not really a lat pull down, that's a row, and we have row machines for that. So try and stay nice and upright, just depending on what your purpose is. But like I said, because we have row machines, there's no reason to lean back on that. Surrender. And don't always lead with one leg, try and alternate. If you have any issues, this is not worth doing. You can always do a squat or just a regular lunge. And you can add weight to this too if you want to make it more challenging. But no surrenders if you have knee problems. It's just not worth it. So that's the first circuit. We've got 2 more to go, so I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so hopefully you guys did your 2 to 4 sets. I know I forgot to mention it. I just figured you guys would be used to hearing that. I don't want to sound like a broken record, so finish that first circuit for 2 to 4 sets like usual, based on your ability. The second circuit, power push-up. If you cannot do a power push-up properly, don't. It's not worth it. The cost does not outweigh the benefit if you're not doing it properly. And I'll show you what that is. You can always just substitute it with regular push-ups. Then we're going to do a 2-point row, which is great for the back, but it really challenges the core too, and we've done that before as well. And then we're going to do a goblet squat for your legs. So, power push-up. Make sure you get the shoulders over the hands. We don't want to be way back here. And if you can't land cushioned, and you land like straight arm, you're going to bust the bursa sacs in your joints, and it is not worth it. So, like I said, if you can't do this good from even the very first try, please do not. You can always do regular push-ups. Alright, your 2-point row, you'll recognize this. So, 2 anchor points. Hand in the front, really clamp down on that bench. Back foot against the back of the bench. You're going to extend the opposite leg from the hand that you're rowing with to really stabilize that spine with that glute. And it's just this. Remember, keep your lat engaged. Don't use too big of a range of motion to drop down here. It'll pull you right off the bench. Other side. And goblet squat. I will go ahead and use a little bit of weight for this one, even though I said I was just doing body weight, just so you can see the proper form of how to hold the weight as well. Clutch it like a goblet. Keep it against your body. Make sure your knees are coming over your feet, preferably a little bit to the outside edge, but make sure they're over your feet. So you will have to turn your feet out just ever so slightly, so all three joints stay in alignment. Keep your core engaged. Again, I'm not doing the same reps as you guys, so do as I say, not as I do, but keep it 12 to 15, unless your goals are different. If they are, there's different phases. You can look them up, but I don't mind talking about it briefly. So if you're already the size you want to be and your main goal is just strength without building, you want to keep the reps low. 4 to 6 is a good rep range to really work on max power without gaining size. If you're trying to gain size, you really want to keep the 8 to 12 reps, 12 being the most. General fitness, so you're working on strength but without putting on size as well, but a little more of a lean look. That typically is 12 to 15, and that's where I have most of you guys. And then for endurance athletes or somebody that can't afford to get tight, sore, they got to be able to do long distance stuff. You want to keep the repetition range 15 to 20 even. So you're using very little weight. It is important if you're in that type of part of the business. But if you're not in high endurance activities, pick one of the other categories. It's more fun to me anyway. All right, so that was the second circuit. The third one is coming up. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, everybody. Hopefully you've done so far so good on this workout. On the first two circuits, again, everything can be modified. Last circuit of this workout: dumbbell curls, bench dips, and we're going to do 2 different ab exercises. So I'm going to hold them hammer style, but you can do it this way too. Either way. Full range of motion on those curls. Dips, I probably mentioned it before. Do not do them unless you can do them perfectly. It's not worth the damage it can do to your shoulder. So just slightly off the bench. You almost want to scrape your back as you're going down. That's how close you want to be. Keep your elbows pointed back and limit your range of motion to not even a 90-degree bend in the elbow. That way you're really isolating those triceps and not using shoulder at all. This can be a very good exercise if you do it properly, but it's one of those ones, kind of like the power push-ups. It's not worth it unless it's perfect, because you're gonna do more damage than good. All right? And because it's body weight, just go till you burn. It can be 10, it can be 30. And now 2 ab exercises. Bench crunch. You can hold on or let go. And then we're going to do something called a boat pose. It's a yoga pose. You're going to hold it for 30 seconds if you can. Let that be your goal. I won't hold it for too long, but I'm going to show you the modifications. So the hardest way is here. Get that spine as straight as possible. Straight arms, straight legs. They should be parallel to each other. The first modification, drop them a little bit. Takes the strain off your abs. You don't have as much body weight behind it. Third modification, you can hold on to the bench, and you can even come forward a tad. So if you have to start at the last modification, do that first and work your way up. So dumbbell curl, bench dip, 2 different abs. That's the end of that workout, assuming you've done your 2 to 4 sets. Thank you guys for keep coming back, and I'll see you next time.